In 2025, power no longer wears a supercar shell. The fastest machines on the road don't just whisper through wind tunnels. They carry baby seats and shopping bags while clocking 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. These hatchbacks don't compromise. They combine handcrafted interiors, bespoke exhaust systems, and bleeding-edge performance tech. The car at number 1? Limited to just 300 in the world, and more powerful per liter than a Bugatti. This is speed, style, and everyday elegance, wrapped in 5 doors. Let's unveil the top 10 fastest hatchbacks of 2025, where function meets fury. Number 10. 2025 Toyota GR Corolla, 143 miles per hour. It doesn't wear a European badge. It wasn't built in a luxury wind tunnel. And yet, the 2025 Toyota GR Corolla just earned its seat at the table. This is Toyota's street-legal rally weapon, powered by a fire-breathing 1.6-liter turbocharged triple that punches out a staggering 300 horsepower. But what makes it matter? Torque has been bumped to 295 pound-feet. And with new performance mapping, this isn't just responsive, it's explosive. 0 to 60, just 4.8 seconds. Top speed, 143 miles per hour. And it gets there with the calm of a glacier and the control of a scalpel. Toyota kept it grounded with the GR4 all-wheel drive system, tuned to shuffle up to 70% of power to the rear. Whether you're clawing through canyon roads or sprinting off the line, this car reacts like it's hardwired to your instincts. Then comes the hardware. 2 limited slip differentials, 14-inch GR Red Brembos, stiffer rear coils and rebound springs, dual radiators, and high-flow brake ducts, all this wrapped in a hatchback that doesn't scream at you, but growls when provoked. Inside, it's upgraded too. Suede-trimmed sports seats, a heads-up display, Toyota's quick-reacting 8-inch touchscreen with over-the-air updates, wireless CarPlay, and Android Auto for daily ease. And here's the beauty of it all, you still get the choice. A classic 6-speed manual, or Toyota's brand-new 8-speed direct automatic transmission with its own oil cooler and launch control. This isn't just a performance car, it's a rally car in a Costco parking lot. A snarling, snow-capable beast that still lets you fold down the rear seats for luggage. Starting price? Just north of $40,000. A bargain for what might be the most over-engineered hatch Toyota has ever made. Number 9. 2025 Cupra. Leon VZ, 155 miles per hour. Cupra doesn't beg for attention, it commands it. And the 2025 Cupra Leon 5Z does so with precision, copper accents, and a face that looks like it just bit down on a shark. Born from Seat's performance division and infused with Spanish fire, this hatchback has one mission: blend aggression with elegance. Under the sculpted hood lies a 2.0-liter EA888 Evo 4 engine shared with the Golf GTI Club Sport, but with a Cupra-specific twist. It cranks out 296 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque, firing through a 7-speed DSG and gripping the pavement through all 4 wheels. Engage launch control, and the Leon VZ surges to 60 miles per hour in just 5.7 seconds. Its electronically governed top speed? 155 miles per hour. But this car isn't just about numbers, it's about how it moves. The adaptive DCC dampers adjust by millisecond. The electronically controlled rear diff lets the outside wheel overspeed to pivot you around a curve. And with Cupra's Nürburgring calibrated driving mode, it can settle into the road like memory foam while sharpening every throttle flick. Inside, Cupra fixes what used to be its weak spot: driver interface. Physical steering wheel buttons are finally back. A 12.9-inch MIB4 screen anchors the dash, paired with Cupra's new voice assistant and Sennheiser-tuned audio. It's a cockpit designed to move you, both emotionally and physically. Outside, optional 19-inch Queenstown alloys shed weight at the corners, while copper details glow under any street lamp like liquid metal. And the price? Around 43,000 euros. It's more than a Golf. It's more than a seat. It's a statement that power doesn't need to shout. It can glide, strike, and vanish. Number 8. 2025 Volkswagen Golf GTI Club Sport. 167 miles per hour, 50 years. That's how long the GTI badge has meant performance with purpose. But in 2025, Volkswagen didn't just celebrate the anniversary, they redefined the breed. Enter the GTI Club Sport, the most powerful front-wheel drive Golf the brand has ever built. This isn't just a birthday cake with candles, it's a cannonball wrapped in plaid stitching. Underneath sits the familiar but deeply reworked 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, pushing out 296 horsepower and 295 pound-feet of torque. It hits 0 to 60 in 5.6 seconds, and with the optional race package, it keeps climbing until it hits 167 miles per hour, fast enough to chase down luxury sedans costing twice as much. But it's not just speed, it's strategy. VW's electronically controlled diff lock acts like a cornering butler, distributing torque to the outside wheel with the grace of a surgeon and the aggression of a sprinter. Click into special mode, tuned specifically for the Nürburgring, and the adaptive dampers soften just enough to breathe over high-speed bumps while still snapping you into apexes like you're tethered to the track. And the design? Roof-length wing. 19-inch Queenstown alloys that hide larger brakes. Illuminated VW badge and refreshed LED plus headlights for a more sinister, precise stare. Inside, it's finally physical again. Real buttons on the wheel. A 12.9-inch touchscreen running VW's latest MIB4 OS with the IDA voice assistant. Yes, the one backed by... It listens, it learns, it even answers your car nerd trivia. Starting just under 63,000 euros, the GTI Club Sport is no longer just a GTI upgrade. It's a front-wheel drive outlaw engineered to embarrass overhyped crossovers and keep the GTI legacy very much alive. Louder, faster, and sharper than ever. Number 7. 2025 Acura Integra Type S. 167 miles per hour. Precision has a shape, and it wears 3 exhaust tips. The 2025 Acura Integra Type S doesn't just inherit the soul of the Civic Type R, it polishes it, widens it, and gives it a badge that whispers refined violence. Let's start with the numbers. The beating heart is the now legendary K20. C1 2.0-liter turbocharged four-cylinder, dialed to 320 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque, making this the most powerful Integra ever built. There's no automatic here. This is a 6-speed manual-only club with a featherlight shifter, short throws, and rev matching that can turn a mundane commute into an apex hunting session. 0 to 60? Roughly 5.0 seconds. Top speed? 167 miles per hour, confirmed. But numbers only tell part of the story. What makes the Type S special is what it doesn't sacrifice. It bolts in the Civic's dual-axis front struts to crush torque steer, expands both front and rear tracks by nearly 3 inches, and adds adaptive dampers tuned specifically for Acura's luxury performance balance. It's firm without being harsh. It's aggressive without being wild. It's refined rage in a suede-wrapped cockpit. The chassis is stiffer. The front brakes are Brembo 4 pistons wrapped around 13.8-inch rotors. The wheels? 19-inch forged alloys, designed to cut rotational mass and cleanly frame the attitude. Inside, Acura made surgical upgrades. Ultra suede performance buckets, 10.2-inch digital cluster 9-inch center display with wireless CarPlay Android. Auto A 16-speaker ELS Studio 3D audio system that turns highway tunnels into concert halls. And yes, they ditched the sunroof. Not because of style, because rigidity matters at this level. Starting around $52,000, the Integra Type S is the car for drivers who want passion without sacrificing polish. Number 6. 2025 Volkswagen Golf R, 168 miles per hour, performance pack, quiet confidence. That's the aura of the 2025 VW Golf R, a car that doesn't scream until you launch it. This is Volkswagen's sleeper hit, a hatchback that's faster than most luxury sedans and subtle enough to blend in outside a Whole Foods. But don't let the everyday silhouette fool you. The 2025 refresh, known as the MK 8.5, is a full caffeine injection into the R's DNA. Let's talk power. Under the hood lies the updated EA888 Evo 42.0-liter Turbo 4, now pushing 328 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque. With launch control engaged, the 7-speed DSG gearbox sends this hatch flying to 60 miles per hour in 4.2 seconds. And with the R Performance Pack, the limiter lifts, and it charges to a blistering 168 miles per hour. But numbers don't define the Golf R. Control does. The new rear torque vectoring differential is the star. It can send 100% of rear torque to a single wheel, unlocking drift mode and special mode, both tailored for different levels of driving lunacy. The result? Controlled chaos. You can paint four-wheel arcs through roundabouts, if you dare. Suspension tweaks are subtle but effective. 20% stiffer, front subframe mounts, lower ride height by 0.6 inches. Optional, 19-inch forged alloys cut 4 pounds per corner. Inside, Volkswagen finally listened. Gone are the frustrating touch-only controls. Haptic sliders are now backlit, and the new 12.9-inch MIB4 infotainment system is faster, cleaner, and more intuitive. Wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, voice controls. It's all there, wrapped in R-specific trim. Starting just under $48,000, the Golf R is that rare machine that does everything well. All-weather weapon, Autobahn, Sprinter, City Cruiser, Canyon Carver. Number 5. 2025 Mercedes-AMG A45S, 168 miles per hour. This isn't a hot hatch. It's a hand-built pocket rocket wearing a luxury badge. The 2025 Mercedes-AMG A45S for MATIC Plus doesn't chase records. It owns one, the world's most powerful production four-cylinder engine. Yes, 421 horsepower from just 2.0 liters, putting out 210 horsepower per liter. It's like squeezing a thunderstorm into a briefcase. Built in a Falterbach by a single technician, the M139 engine gets help from a larger intercooler, a clever twin-scroll turbo, and a new 48-volt mild hybrid system that delivers a 13-horsepower e-boost off the line. What does that mean in real life? 0 to 60 in just 3.9 seconds. Top speed? 168 miles per hour, but it'll feel like teleportation. But Mercedes didn't stop at brute force. They engineered balance. The 4MATIC Plus system doesn't just send torque to all wheels, it splits it side to side using twin clutch packs at the rear axle. That means drift mode at the push of a button. You can pirouette this car like a ballerina on blacktop. And the handling? Tuned to perfection. Adaptive dampers, stiffer subframe mounts, optional carbon ceramic rotors for fade-free Autobahn abuse. Inside, it's the full AMG experience. Twin 10.25-inch MBX screens with AMG track pace telemetry, a microfiber-wrapped AMG performance steering wheel with rotary drive mode pods, and forged 19-inch alloys paired with a matte gray aero kit and roof spoiler that looks like it belongs in DTM racing. And the sound? No fake speakers, real exhaust pulses fill the cabin. At around 82,000 euros, it's an investment, but also a masterclass in engineering. Because when one person builds your engine, you don't just drive a car, you inherit their signature. Number 4. 2024 Honda Civic Type R FL5-170 miles per hour. This is the fastest, fiercest, most focused Civic ever made. And it's still front-wheel drive. That's not a limitation, it's a declaration. The 2024 Honda Civic Type R FL5 is the kind of car that shrinks racetracks and humiliates overpowered rivals. With 315 horsepower and 310 pound-feet of torque from the turbocharged K20 C1 2.0 liter, it launches to 60 miles per hour in 4.9 seconds and keeps pulling to a verified 170 miles per hour. Yes, faster than the first-gen NSX. But raw speed isn't the FL5's party trick. Precision is. Honda engineered it with dual-axis strut suspension to cancel out torque steer. Wider tracks front and rear, 1.0-inch and 0.75-inch, respectively. Adaptive dampers that read the road in milliseconds, and a helical limited-slip differential to turn throttle into corner-exit grace brakes. Brembo 4-piston calipers clamp 2-piece 13.8-inch rotors. Cooling? A radiator that's 48% larger with a functional hood vent to match. Tires? Michelin Pilot Sport 4S, because compromise isn't in the FL5's vocabulary. Step inside and it's all business. Deep red ultra-suede bucket seats, a 10.2-inch digital cluster with shift light ladder, Honda's Log-R 2.0 data logger, which rates your cornering skill and throttle discipline. And then there's the triple exit exhaust. It stays quiet on the highway, but at 4,000 RPM, the center pipe opens like a dragon's throat. MSRP? Around $46,690, including destination. That's supercar DNA in a commuter's disguise. And there's more. Rumors suggest this may be the final gas-only Type R before electrification begins. If that's true, this isn't just a hot hatch. It's a farewell letter. A blood-red masterpiece drawn in boost, revs, and discipline. Number 3.2025 Audi RS3 Sportback Performance Edition. -1, 86 miles per hour. Some cars chase lap times. Others rewrite the rules. The 2025 Audi RS3 Performance Edition does both, and then casually clocks 186 miles per hour, making it the fastest factory-built hatchback in Audi history. This is no ordinary RS3. It's a limited production evolution, capped at just 300 units worldwide. Every inch of it has been sharpened, tuned, and honed to push the iconic 5-cylinder formula beyond its limits. The numbers speak first. 407 horsepower, 369 pound-feet of torque 0 to 60 in the mid-threes, and a top speed of 186 miles per hour, verified and unlocked from the factory. That power comes from Audi's 2.5-liter turbocharged inline-5, a heritage engine that screams with rally pedigree and snarls with a war cry no V6 can mimic. But the real trick lies beneath, the RS torque splitter. Instead of just managing grip front to back, it actively shuffles power side to side across the rear axle, delivering a kind of handling balance that borders on supernatural. In the right mode, it can even rotate the car like a rally machine, flinging torques to the outer rear wheel for sharper turn-in and drifty exit. Handling upgrades include a ride height lowered by 10 millimeters, adaptive dampers that react instantly, stiffer subframe mounts for chassis rigidity, and optional carbon ceramic front brakes that cut 22 pounds of unsprung mass. Inside, it's more cockpit than cabin. Fixed-back RS bucket seats wrapped in Dynamica. Suede 12.3-inch Audi. Virtual Cockpit Plus with shift ladders, boost gauges, and telemetry overlays. Matte Ascari blue dash accents that mirror the car's exclusive exterior. Paint price? Around $85,000, or closer to $95,000 with taxes and options. And it's worth every dime. Because this isn't just about top speed, it's about how perfectly a hatchback can become a weapon when it's engineered with nothing but winning in mind. Number 2. 2018 Ford Focus RS Limited Edition, 165 miles per hour. Yes, it's not a 2025 model, but no list of the fastest hatchbacks would be complete without it. The 2018 Ford Focus RS Limited Edition isn't just fast, it's a cult legend, a mechanical beast that refused to be tamed. With only 1,500 units sold in North America, it was Ford's final word on hot hatches. And it still echoes today. This version took the already feared Mk3 RS and turned the dial beyond 11. Under the hood, 2.3-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder 350 horsepower, 350 pound-foot of torque 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds. Top speed? A wild 165 miles per hour, verified from the factory. But numbers alone don't explain the obsession. This Focus RS was the only hatch in its class to combine a 6-speed manual gearbox, all-wheel drive, and a now infamous drift mode unlocked through the twin-clutch rear differential. The Quaife helical limited slip diff. Up front, eliminated inside wheel spin under boost. The Twinster rear diff could spin the outside wheel 2 RPM faster, pivoting the chassis with glorious intent. Result? Factory-built 4-wheel drifts, no tuning required. The suspension was stiffened, the rear springs revised. Brembo 6-piston calipers clamped 13.88-inch rotors with brutal force. And it all rolled on Michelin Pilot Sport Cup, 2 tires wrapped around forged 19-inch alloys. Visually, it stood out even when parked. Nitrous blue or race red, paint matte black roof, mirrors, and RS spoiler inside, Recaro shell seats, carbon dash inserts, and a heated wheel. MSRP back then? $41,995. Today? Clean examples sell above original price because it's no longer made and likely never will be again. This hatchback isn't just quick, it's a time capsule of peak analog performance, frozen just before the hybrid era began. If this was the swan song, Ford made sure it ended in full throttle, tire smoke, and glory. Number 1. 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5N, approximately 162 miles per hour. Electronically limited, 0 to 60 miles per hour, 3.3 seconds. Torque, 545 pound-feet. Horsepower, 641, with boost mode. This isn't just the future of hatchbacks, it's the future of performance. Meet the 2025 Hyundai Ioniq 5N, the first all-electric hatch to earn a seat at the world's fastest table. It may not have the highest top speed on paper, but what it lacks in VMAX, it makes up for in something even more brutal: instant, silent violence. This is the hatch that launches faster than an Audi RS3, and with its N-Grin boost mode, it delivers 641 horsepower for 10 seconds at a time. Enough to hit 60 miles per hour in 3.3 seconds and outpace a Porsche Taycan on corner exit. Yes, from a Hyundai. But this isn't a tame EV in a loud suit. It's been tested at the Nürburgring, tuned by WRC engineers, and it comes with driving tech that no gas-powered rival can match. What makes it special? Dual-motor AWD with torque vectoring N-E-shift. Simulates an 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox with fake shift jolts and paddle control. N active sound, plus pumps, virtual revs and crackles through 10 speakers or headphones for full immersion. Dedicated drift mode, track telemetry, and custom G-meter displays. Its 84 kilowatt-hour battery doesn't just deliver range. It feeds cooling systems, power-hungry overboost, and real-time battery preconditioning for track use. Underneath, reinforced subframes, 20-inch forged wheels wrapped in Pirelli P0 rubber, and monster 15.75-inch front brakes with 4-piston calipers and regenerative tuning that makes slowing down feel as dialed as the acceleration. Inside, it's sharp, digital, and unapologetically race-inspired. Bucket seats that hug custom N-mode graphics, and a central screen layout made for track day data dumps. It's not a cheap toy. Pricing pushes $66,000 plus. But it outpunches cars $30,000 above it and opens a chapter that no combustion engine can rewrite. Because this isn't just the fastest hatch to 60, it's the first to prove that electric doesn't mean emotionless. This is performance. Recharged, reimagined, ready? There's a war brewing between the old guard and the new breed. Manuals versus simulators. Fuel versus electrons. Growls versus silence. The 2025 Ioniq 5N just threw down the gauntlet. And the next hatch to beat it might not even have a steering wheel.